Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to see some important points to remember from the topic motion, forces and energy. It is a kind of quick revision, so please do not rely completely on this. Let's start. Simple pendulum. Measure time for 10 oscillation and divide by 10 to determine time for one complete oscillation. This 10 might vary. 20 here means you can divide by 20. Scalars and vectors very important. Scalars have only magnitude. These examples also very important. Distance, speed, time, mass, energy and temperature. Vectors have both magnitude and direction. Example force, weight, velocity, acceleration, momentum, electric field strength and gravitational field strength. Forces. A resultant force is a single force that describes all of the forces operating on a body. The resultant force is sometimes called the net force. Here you can see forces are in opposite direction, so 5 minus 5 resultant will be 0. Here you can see 7 Newton, 3 Newton acting in the same direction, so resultant force will be 7 plus 3, 10 Newton. Here 7 Newton left side and 3 Newton right side, so the resultant force will be 7 minus 3, that is 4 Newton. When the forces are acting right angle to each other, then we have to use the Pythagoras theorem to determine the resultant vector in terms of force or speed. In your exam, they will ask in terms of force or speed. So kindly use Pythagoras theorem. To determine the direction that is in angle, you have to use tan theta. Recent years, they are asking to draw tangent for this curve and determine the gradient. This is an example. In the question they have asked to find the acceleration from speed time graph. As we all know, gradient is equal to acceleration for the time 400 seconds, so it will be here. So we have to draw a tangent that is almost a straight line, then we find the gradient y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Then speed time graph, you must know the shapes and its position. In velocity time or speed time graph, horizontal line means it is moving with constant speed or velocity. In distance time graph, if the line is horizontal means it is stationary. So these two are very important. Terminal velocity. When a skydiver jumps, he accelerates, that is speeds up. When his speed increases, air resistance will also increases. At certain stage, air resistance will be equal or balanced by his weight. So the forces will be balanced. In that situation, resultant force will be 0 and acceleration will be 0 and he travels with constant speed. This speed is called terminal velocity. So remember the two key points about terminal velocity. If any object reaches terminal velocity, resultant force will be 0 and acceleration will be 0. Same objects on two planets. Remember about mass. Mass will be same, but gravitational field strength is different. So the weight will be different in different planets because the G value will be different. Please remember, mass will not change. Mass remains same. Hooke's law. Hooke's law states that extension of a spring is proportional to the applied force. And recent years they are asking the definition for limit of proportionality. It is one of the definition. It is the maximum point up to which the extension of a material is directly proportional to the applied force. The force which acts towards the center and keeps a body moving in a circle is called centripetal force. Moment of a force is the measure of turning effect on a body. Principle of moment is an object is in equilibrium when the sum of the clockwise moment will be equal to sum of the anti-clockwise moment and there is no resultant force. Momentum can be defined as mass times velocity. Principle of conservation of momentum. The momentum before collision is equal to the momentum after, provided no external forces acting. The law of conservation of energy. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. it can only change from one form to another. A renewable energy resource is one that is replenished at a faster rate than the rate at which it is being used. Kindly use this word replenished. And here are the forms of kinetic energy which you are familiar. Kinetic means moving object. All will have kinetic. Gravitational potential is the stored energy. Elastic, the energy of a stretched spring or elastic band. Chemical, the energy contained in a chemical substance. Power is the rate at which energy is transferred or the rate at which work is done. Define the unit kWh, that is kilowatt hour. Recent years they are asking energy transferred in 1 hour at a rate of transfer of 1 kilowatt. Radiation from the sun is the main source of energy for all our energy resources except geothermal, nuclear and tidal. Very, very important. These three energy resources which are not directly rely on the sun. Pressure is force per unit area. If a force is spread over a large area, it will result in small pressure. If a force spread over a smaller area, it will result in a large pressure. The pressure in liquid depends upon the depth of the liquid and the density of the liquid. I wish you all the best.